when I hear someone's been sexually abused, although that is absolutely horrific, as the father of a daughter, it's even worse. But, you know, alcohol affects your decision making. And when you're drunk all the time and you're putting yourself in unsafe situations, it's only a matter of time until something horrible is going to happen. But that wasn't your thing.
No.
Your thing was you were young, you weren't drinking and using,
Yeah.
and you were a victim and perpetrated against by whoever the hell this was. That's the part that makes me sad.
It is. It's very sad. It was my stepfather, and I actually confronted him much later in life. Some circumstances happened, and I found him on LinkedIn because my mother and he had gotten a divorce.
Because of this?
Well, my mother stayed with him after finding out about the abuse a couple of times. I know.
Can't even hear it.
I know. And I have since forgiven her, but they ended up getting a divorce because it became too bad for them. The drinking, the fighting. But I think my mother just lived in such fear.
Yeah.
And so I think that was a lot
different
of it.
times.
It was different times, and she was a weak person.
Yeah.
And I believe that she was broken, and she suffered with her addiction up till she died at 70 of her addiction. It was about 5 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When she died, did you mourn?
It was really interesting. I was at my beach house in New Jersey, and I was sitting there eating breakfast, and my husband was out on the deck, and he was on the phone, and he came in, and he said, "I have something to tell you." And my aunt had called him, and he shared with me that my mom had died. And I initially broke down. But about a minute later, I had this peace come over me because my mother no longer had to suffer. Our family no longer had to suffer. And I knew she was in a better place. So that helped me a lot. And also through my recovery, I see death and God and spirituality in a very different way. So I know she's in a beautiful place. That's what I believe.